Hello, this is Dr. Joanna Herrera, and I'm here to lead you through a mindfulness practice. Um, Mindfulness is just an amazing resource in a time of difficulty and challenge. It is simply letting our awareness be with what is present in us and outside of us. And by embracing the present moment, by accepting it as what it is, we are able to let things be, to be free from our judgments, be free from our expectations, and to flow with what is present, with what is happening, and access our wise mind in order to act wisely and to open our hearts and our minds to ourselves and to everyone around us. So, in our mindfulness practice today, we will start by becoming aware of our breath. And then from there, becoming aware of our bodies. And then becoming aware of our feelings. Let's start by taking a position that is comfortable, but also something that allows us to breathe freely, to allow oxygen to flow optimally. I am sitting on the floor on a cushion, which you may do, but you can also sit on a chair, and you might want to sit towards the edge of the front edge of the chair so that you could have your feet flat on the ground. That sense of solidity, that sense of feeling grounded by the earth beneath us is an important practice. So let's begin. You may close your eyes, or you may soften your gaze, lowering your gaze to the floor. I will start with the bell and end with the sound of the bell. So, as we begin this practice, simply noticing our bodies in contact with a solid surface. Perhaps it's your feet touching the floor, your feet in contact with the floor beneath you. Perhaps it's your body in contact with a chair or a cushion. But allowing that sense of groundedness and solidity to enter our awareness, to sense it fully, that the earth holds us, that we are supported. And then drawing our attention to breathing, simply allowing the breath to be what it is, allowing the natural flow, the ebb and flow of your breath to be. Breathing in, simply noting breathing in, and breathing out, simply noticing breathing out. There's nothing to fix or change. There's nothing to try to manipulate. It's really a practice of letting be. As we breathe in, allowing our awareness to notice sensations of breath coming in through our nostrils, grazing the back of our throats, entering our lungs, and the air nurturing every organ and every cell in our body. As we breathe out, we notice the slow release of air exiting our bodies. This simple act of breathing is both taking and giving, and it teaches us about life. Each breath carries life. Each breath a giving and receiving. If your thoughts wander, which will always happen, we don't have to judge ourselves. It's simply about gently bringing our awareness back to the breath, gently guiding the breath, the awareness back to breathing, coming home to awareness, coming home to the breath. Now we will direct our attention to our bodies. We will just gently scan our bodies for any areas of tension or strain, areas where we might be holding our stress and anxiety, and simply noting, simply becoming aware. We're not going to push any sensations away, but we're simply going to embrace what we are noticing. Perhaps gently scanning from our heads, sensing whether there's tension in our head, in the jaw area where we usually hold tension. And if you feel like loosening and moving the jaw area, that's okay. Allow the body to do what it needs to do. Sensing whether there are areas of tension around the neck, the shoulders. Allowing our awareness to scan our backs, the upper back, the lower back. Simply noting any parts of the body that is holding strain or stress, that's feeling sore or experiencing some pain. Down to the pelvic area, our upper limbs, lower limbs, our calves, our feet, our arms, hands, systems of digestion, respiration, our heart area. And if you're noticing any part that is needing nurturance, that's holding stress, allowing the breath to nurture it, directing our breathing towards that part of the body, directing your breath to allow that part of the body to feel nurtured, embracing that part of ourselves with this miracle of breathing. allowing this to be a deep moment of compassion for ourselves. Now directing our attention to our heart space. It could be the physical area of our heart, the chest area, or anywhere where our feelings, our emotions reside. And allowing our awareness to welcome whatever feelings, whatever emotions are visiting us in this moment. Maybe there's worry, maybe fear, anxiety, maybe also moments of serenity, a sense of serenity and joy, warmth, perhaps irritability or anger, feeling of helplessness, sorrow. Whatever emotions greet us here, welcoming them, allowing our awareness to be like a caring, nurturing mother that holds the baby to itself. We can care for our feelings in this way, no matter what they are, and especially if they're difficult feelings. Practicing self-compassion by caring for our emotions in whatever shape or form it shows up in this moment. We will end this practice with an act of self-compassion. I invite you, if you're comfortable with it, to put your hands on your heart space or in the chest area. And if not, it's also okay to just keep the hands to your laps. Intentionally directing compassion towards ourselves. You may quietly say these words of self-compassion. May I be safe. May I be free from anxiety. May I be free from suffering. May I find peace in the midst of turbulence. And now directing this to the whole world as we are realizing this one human family that we belong to. May everyone be safe. May everyone be free from unnecessary fear. May everyone be free from suffering. May everyone find freedom and peace through these turbulent times. We will end the practice by listening to the sound of the bell and bowing in gratitude to ourselves for taking this moment to practice. Thank you.